our channel, Cocktails and Conversations.
Yeah, where we talk about grown folks' issues from our point of view.
And that's it. That's all.
Okay, so today's conversation is keeping your child away from their father when you break up.
Okay. And today's cocktail is,
It's a strawberry lemonade mojito.
and we will leave the recipe down below. That's pretty good. And it's strong.
Oh, that
My
one's good.
favorite. That's strong.
That one's good. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Alrighty, so we're kind of on opposite views on this one.
Very much so. But we're still good. It's
Yeah,
all
we still
right.
good. We still friends.
Good. Right. All right. So I think, Ann and I, we've had this conversation a couple of times. And we were like, we need to get other people's opinion on it, because I personally feel it is childish for a woman to withhold the child because her feelings are hurt about the guy not wanting to be with him. Now, mind you, it's one thing if he's a deadbeat dad or he's not trying to be in the child's life, but simply because he hurt your feelings, and because the relationship is over, maybe he cheated on you. I don't know. I don't care. It's not the baby's fault. Why do you think it's your right to hold that child away from him?
And I kind of feel that if you've gone through a bad breakup and a child is left in there takes a time period for a woman to get her mental back together. And I think as women, we should be able to take that time and have our mental be put back together. Why?
What's the time though?
Well, I don't know what the time frame is.
I would agree with you with a little bit of time. He would probably agree with you.
Each woman is different. Like, let's say, okay, so let me go with my situation. Me and my kid's father. We had a baby. We ended up not being together. He cheated. I was the side chick. I didn't know I was the side chick. He, made me the side chick and didn't tell me because I asked all the right questions. I said, did you have a woman? Did you have this? No, I ain't got shit. Okay, nigga. Sorry.
That's all right. But listen,
I can say that, but I didn't mean to say it like that.
You asked the question.
Because that's what I feel when I think about him. But I asked all the right questions.
And he spent the night before. You called him at his house.
Yeah, I called his cell phone.
All the signs.
I heard, he said he lived with his sister. I heard the lady in the background. And needless to say, I found out like maybe a year later, the baby wasn't here yet. And he left her, came back, left her, came back. It was like a triangle love. You know how people get in a triangle love. He's with her, then he with me. Then he with her, then he with me. Eventually I figured out, the biggest thing you figure out as a woman is that the only person that got you in the game is you.
Right.
And you got to take yourself out. So I took myself out the game. So he couldn't jump to my house. Told him I don't hold a shelter. Never let him back in.
Okay.
Now, but we had a child by then. And needless to say, this lady has called my child a bastard, sent letters, called my house, let her kids call my house at 3 a.m. She ordered pizza. Yeah, she sent the pizza man to my house. Okay, don't y'all do that.
Don't do that. That's messy.
That's messy. But she sent the pizza man to my house. She tried to forward. Now this is where she almost got her ass in trouble. She tried to forward my mail. You don't play with my money. She tried to forward my mail to another address. That's when I got the law, kind of to call her ass up, because you're not gonna fuck with my money. I don't care what's going on. I understand that your man is cheating on you, but he cheating on you. I'm not cheating on nobody.
Right. But I mean, okay, so I understand that the relationship was fucked.
The relationship was
I understand
fucked.
that.
And so therefore, I took the time I needed to not be in that triangle anymore. I took the time that I needed to realize that I did not want to be with him and that I couldn't be with him, because he could come back to me and be like, baby, I'm done with her. Let's be a family. And I would fall right back in that trap. But I took that damn time that I needed. Plus, I didn't trust his ass because he lost all complete trust from doing all the shit he was doing. And I took the time I needed for my kid before I let my kids start going with him and being with him and staying with the both of them, because still with him. She slashed my tires. She's still with him. Now they know my ass is crazy.
Right. I understand all that. Listen, I'm not saying or taking away from that you went through a bad situation, and I sympathize with you. And it's kind of like a different situation, and it's not really the situation I'm talking about. I'm more so talking about maybe, let's take for example, a woman, they haven't been together since she first got pregnant. Since she first got pregnant.
I would probably agree with you on that situation.
Okay, so he told her up front, I don't want to be with you, but I'm going to be there for my baby. Okay, that's the type of situation I'm saying. Like, with you want to get away from him because it was just a crazy situation. And honestly, it wouldn't be healthy for the baby to be going through that, mom's going through that. But I'm talking about a situation where the guy is just done with you.
But I want to say 80% of the time when people are going through this, not letting their kid go be with the father, it is because it is a crazy situation. And I'm tired of the women have to be the grown-ups in the situation. You wasn't grown up when you was out there putting your dick in every goddamn body. And so therefore, when I found out, let me move on.
Though. My thing is, he's a cheater, so what? What do they have to do? I'm not saying that it's right. That's not what I'm saying. But to withhold the father's love from his child, if he's still coming over there, he giving you pamper money, he doing the child support, and he's saying, I want to spend time with my baby. Let's take off the table. I know he's a fuck boy in every other way. I know this. What I'm saying is he's not trying to be a fuck father. He's trying to be a father to the child. What gives you the right, because your feelings is hurt, to keep a man from his child?
I just feel like you need to take that mental time. There are so many people with mental issues out here, and we don't allow ourselves to get ourselves back together and to be our strong selves. And when you go through a bad relationship and a bad breakup,
what do
you
they have to do with the baby?
But if you're not a good person, if you're not mentally together, and then you're not a strong person on your own, you're not no good for your kid either.
But so you're saying take the time to get your mental together. But while you're getting your mental together, you got the baby there full time. So the baby is experiencing your mental not being together anyway.
Well, no, because there's triggers when the man comes around. There's no triggers when you by yourself. You're able to sit there, relax, reflect, get yourself together, understand that relationship no longer needs to be. And the reasons why it didn't need to be, that doesn't affect that child when you're taking care of that kid. Now, what brings it out is triggers. Triggers bring that shit out. And when that man come over and he be in your face, the triggers start. Or if he brings the other broad over into your face, then there's a trigger again. And the trigger just keeps going.
But the thing is, if he already told you, I don't want to be with you, and as long as she don't come knocking on your door, if she's sitting at the curb in his car waiting on him to get his child, yeah, your feelings can be hurt. I'm a woman. That would hurt my feelings. But at the end of the day, this is about my kid. This is about me, and I don't care about her because I have to trust him as her dad. If I had trusted him enough to go 9 full months with his baby in my stomach, I have to trust that he has my child's best interest at heart. Whether I like this chick or not, all it is my feelings are hurt. I got to take me out of the equation and actually do what's best for my kid.
I just feel differently. I feel like you need to take that time. Now, your feelings is gonna be hurt.
They're
gonna be hurt probably for a long time.
Especially if you was in love with him.
That beginning period, you need to take that beginning period, that fresh breakup, that fresh one, because these men want to bring over a woman the week after they done broke up with you and say, let me have
all right, so how long is
that
fresh? Because I done seen situations, the baby now 1 year old, and the baby mama is causing so much drama. That's why I don't date men with toddlers. I just don't. I can't. Because the baby, in their mind at some point, now mind you, it's been 3 years, but in her mind, some point, something's going to click for him and we going to be a family.
But I think that goes for men too, because I dated a man that had I think a 1-year-old. His child was 1, and we were going pretty good. But every time that baby mama called, he jumped right up out of that bed with me and ran over to her little rescue at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Let me play devil's advocate, because it could be a situation where she's told him in the past, if you don't call, if you don't respond when I call you, because of course she's calling under the guise something going on with the baby. You can't see the baby.
Nothing was going on with the damn baby. It was her
she's
damn freaking car.
Or as a situation, something wrong with the car, the baby's in the car. In his mind, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but a lot of times, I'm a woman, I don't play games, but there's a lot of women out there that play a lot of games.
I'm sorry, but when you decide to break up with a woman, you need to do the breakup. You can't do no side, you can't do the side thing with her. You can't give her no mixed emotion. You no longer can be the car person that jumps up at 6 a.m. in the morning to rush over to fix her car that was broken already.
If his kids is in the car, he best come and see and help me up off this road.
The kids was in the house. The car didn't start.
Now that's the only time I agree.
Get you some AAA.
But if his children are in the car, regardless if we together or not,
no, but
he's responsible.
Yeah, you should always run to your kids, even when they get 30 and they in the side of the road. Well, no, I
had that situation. That's
no,
whatever.
Maybe you should go and get them some AAA
later.
AAA. But I do believe, because if you can't do nothing for them, if you're just gonna get there and call AAA. Unless she wants you to come pick up the kids and I can come too.
Right.
If I can't come, then hey, then that relationship needs to be completely broke.
Well, my point is,
my whole point is,
I don't care how my personal opinion, your feelings can be hurt. I've been hurt before, and I've been in a situation with I have kids and I become a single parent, and he wants to come pick up, and a few times whoever he's dating at the time is with him, and this, that, and third. I don't dictate who he can date because I don't want him to dictate who I can date. I have to trust him as my kid's father. That's number one. Number two, as much as I hated my ex for a long time, we're friends now, for a long time I couldn't stand him. I never ever kept his son from him, ever, because at the end of the day, kids remember that. Now, maybe not when they toddlers, but if you go on with your bullshit all the way till they teenage years, they remember, because they can hear you talking shit about their daddy in the room, and then all of a sudden they never get to see their daddy. They see you and the daddy arguing all the time. You become the villain. I never wanted that. I wanted my kids to make a decision for themselves about having a relationship with the other parent. And regardless of how fucked up our situation was, it had nothing to do with nothing when it came to them.
Well, I want to say that, like in my situation, I took the time that I needed. And now, because most fathers, not all the fathers, but some of these baby daddies out here will still, my kid is 11 years old. My baby daddy will get on the phone today talking about, babe, when we gonna be together? I ain't been with this man for years. But since I took that time to get my mental right, it don't even affect me when he says that shit.
Well, you know how you answer that. When he says that, you can be like, hold on, here is your daughter.
And that's your answer. Now I give his daughter over, and now I don't. But it don't affect me. Back then, while she was little, and he kept doing that. I wanted that family. I wanted to keep going back to that babe. So when I took that time and broke it off, I think we didn't talk to each other for a year or something like that.
So this man has seen his baby for a whole year.
Yes. But some of it was on his own fault, not me. Because I let him come see his kid. It was taking the kid. I didn't let him do it. You can come see your kid whenever you want. You're not taking her. But now,
and another thing, let me interrupt you. Don't be taking that man child support and still think you got control over when he about to see his baby. Because some of these men, especially the ones that's making good money, paying $800,000 a month, and you still tripping about him seeing his child, and if he broke, you knew he was broke when you laid down with him. So the fact that he ain't paying you child support shouldn't be an issue either, because he was broke when you was getting it.
Need to say, my baby daddy broke. I don't get any child support, but he does get to take his daughter now, and they get to have their relationship. And my mental is 100% on point. Now I'm like, and when I date other folks, I can talk to him about it. It hurts his feelings. it hurts my feelings when you talk about other men.
Get over it,
But
dude.
you need to go take that mental moment like I
Right,
did.
right.
And get yourself together, because it don't hurt my feelings when he talks about somebody else. I'd be like, cool, I hope it worked out.
That's how it should be, actually, though.
Yes.
That's it.
So, but I took that time, and I think some women need to take that time, especially if you're in my situation. Now, another thing I think is that if you got you a hood rat and you had a baby with her ass, and she want to act up when you had that baby, just like you said with the brokenness, and
You
you
knew what you
knew
had.
what you was getting into.
You knew what you
Yes.
had. So when Shaquana come over there and throw a brick through your window and slash your tires and drag your new girlfriend, you knew what you signed up for, boo. You knew it.
So I think, with this discussion, what we are
Right.
trying to say is that
There's two sides to the story.
there's
for
two
one.
sides. There's different types of men, and if there's a good man out there who's not trying to play you and doing right
It
by
just
his
didn't
kid,
work out.
it just didn't work out, let him see his kid.
Yeah.
Don't hold back because you hating that you didn't get to have him. But
Right.
if you got some of these other fathers, like I had one, that was just trying to play me and do this little love triangle between the three of us, love triangle, break it, get your mental together, go back over there and say, here's your child. And then when he does that little play the game thing, like, baby, let's try to work it out, you be like me, strong enough to say, oh no, that's all right, here's your daughter.
That's true. Well, this is just some of the things that we kind of talk about, and we get into heated debates about it. What's your thoughts on it?
Yes.
What do you think? Should a woman be able to withhold the child from the man because her heart is broken? What do you think? So just, like our channel, subscribe, make sure you leave comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the process. And until next time.
Yes, until next time.
Right.
Thank you for listening.